Hi guys, welcome to HSC Chemistry and the Acidic Environment video series. We're almost there now. We've only got one section to go, and that's a section on esters. And to look at the production of esters, we need first to look at, or just review, the alcohols and alkanoic acid functional groups. So the alcohols then belong to the homologous series of alkanols. And this is the group. You remember the alk section basically is the one that gets substituted for the number of carbons, so methanol, ethanol, propanol, and so on. And this particular homologous series is characterized by the functional groups OH, a hydroxy group. Let's just try that again, hydroxy group. Okay, it's not a hydroxide. The OH is a hydroxy group, and it is the characteristic functional group for the alkanols. There are a number of different types of different types of alcohols, including secondary and tertiary alcohols, and these are based on the position in which the OH group is located and how many other carbons are actually attached. But in the HSC, you only need to concentrate on the primary alcohols. So one of the ones that we've looked at already is this one, which we looked at in the fermentation of glucose, and that is 2 carbons. So that's eth, and because of the OH group, it's, of course, ethanol. So if we were then to draw and name a primary alcohol with 6 carbons in a straight chain, primary means effectively end carbon. So that's what we're looking at here. So if I draw 6 carbons and then I draw an OH group on the end, then what I want to do, obviously, each carbon is going to have 4 bonds, and I'm just going to fill the rest of those up with hydrogens. Now, the numbering system that we use always comes in when there's levels of ambiguity, and there obviously are here because the OH group could be on more than the first carbon. However, we obviously are also going to use the smallest number. So depending on which direction I number from, clearly the smallest number is a 1. So this is a hex and 1-ol. Sometimes you'll see this referred to as 1-hexanol, although I think this is probably a better version of the name because it specifically links the ol, or the OH group, to the position of the carbon, which is the number 1 carbon out of a chain of 6. The other group that we need to look at briefly are the carboxylic or alkanoic acids. And this is the group that are characterized by the functional group COOH. And again, we've had a look at a couple of examples of these, and the fact that they are acids means that according to our Bronsted-Lowry definition, they will donate a proton, and when they donate a proton, they will form an anion, and in this case, they'll be an alkanoate ion. So all of these acids, or pretty much all of these acids, are weak acids, and some of those are ones that we've already been looking at, particularly including those ones that have formed primary standards in our titration calculations. So if we want to draw and name an alkanoic acid with 4 carbons in a straight chain, then we want 1, 2, 3, 4. Off the 4th carbon is the functional group, which is the OH group. Okay, so this section here, if I just sort of do it in red, this is the functional group, and this is what makes it an alkanoic acid. The rest, of course, is just going to be, as before, hydrogens, making sure that we have 4 bonds around each of our carbons. And because this is 4 carbons, 4 is bute, so this is butanoic acid, also known as butyric acid, and it has a very strong aroma. So alcohols and alkanoic acids are going to be very important in our study of esters because they're the 2 starting ingredients for the formation of each of our esters, and we'll look at esters in the next video. Thanks for watching.